1 hour before the wedding, I should have been adjusting my tie, breathing in the last moments of peace before stepping into a new life. Instead, I froze outside the dressing room door. Her voice, sharp, careless. "Tomorrow, everything's mine," she whispered to her mother. "The old fool thinks I actually love him." Her mother laughed, a low, satisfied chuckle. I didn't move, not even a breath. Their words hung in the air like smoke from a slow-burning fire. I waited for denial, for some instinct to protect the illusion. But nothing came. Just a quiet exhale. A strange, bitter smile. They believed I was the old fool. They had no idea who they were marrying into. No idea how long I'd lived behind masks, watching people reveal themselves when they thought I wasn't listening. I stepped back, straightened my jacket, walked to the altar with a calmness that felt almost inhuman. By the time they placed her hand in mine, my decision was already made. The wedding wasn't the beginning, it was the setup. It didn't take long for the cracks to appear. She covered them with affection at first, a hand on my chest, a kiss that tasted rehearsed, a soft voice calling me darling. But beneath the sweetness was a hunger, a calculation. She explored the house like a thief casing a jewel store. Opened drawers she didn't need to open, asked questions she shouldn't have asked. How many properties do you own? What's the value of your Swiss investments? Is the will updated? Always the will. Her mother called often, whispering through the phone, thinking I wasn't in earshot. Keep him happy until everything transfers. My smile became my armor. I listened, observed, filed every moment away. They weren't just greedy, they were sloppy. And I've always had a soft spot for people who reveal their weaknesses without realizing it. Then came the Thanksgiving demand. My daughter-in-law, unaware of what I'd already uncovered, sneering through the phone. "If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes." It wasn't the insult that bothered me. It was the pattern. The same entitlement. The same assumption that I was beneath them. They all believed I was harmless. And I stayed calm, because people destroy themselves faster when they think you're not a threat. I began moving quietly, a shadow in my own home. Bank records, phone logs, her late-night messages, the prenup she thought she could alter, her attempt to charm my lawyer, recorded and forwarded to me within minutes. Every day she grew more confident, more careless. Every day my silence sharpened. I hired a financial investigator under a different name, had him look into her past, the debts she hid, the relationships she ended abruptly once the money dried up, the business ventures she ran that were nothing more than schemes. I watched her one night, asleep beside me, her breathing soft and peaceful. A woman dreaming of a future she thought she'd stolen. I wasn't angry. Anger clouds judgment. I was steady, cold, focused. Revenge isn't emotion, it's architecture, and I was laying the foundation brick by brick. I contacted my attorney next, revised everything, shifted ownerships, locked trusts, fortified every financial wall she believed she could break through. Then I gathered evidence, dates, conversations, calls, recordings, all of it stored in a folder labeled simply "Tomorrow," because that's when I planned to end the illusion. "Why are you up so early?" she asked the next morning, walking into the kitchen with a sleepy smile. I slid a tablet across the counter. She pressed play. Her voice filled the room, the dressing room confession, the mockery, the admission. Her face drained, her hands shook. I didn't mean. You misunderstood. It was a joke." I didn't blink. Keep watching. The next recording played. Her mother's voice. The plan for my assets. Her breathing shattered into short gasps. Tears welled. But tears don't erase intent. Finally, the last file opened. My attorney explaining the updated prenup, the irrevocable trusts, the locked accounts. Her lips parted in horror. You knew? From the beginning? She reached for my arm. I stepped back. The truth sat between us, heavy, silent, undeniable. And for the first time, she realized I wasn't the old fool. I was the man who let her reveal herself. My phone rang again, my daughter-in-law. "If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the—" I cut her off. Sent her a photo instead. The villa in Switzerland. Sunlight spilling across marble floors. Glass walls overlooking the Alps. Then another, and another, until the truth hit her harder than any insult she ever thrown. Wait, this is yours?" I replied with one word. Enjoy. 71 missed calls followed. I ignored them all. My new wife watched in silence as I packed a single bag. Her face streaked with tears, desperation clawing at her voice. "You can't just leave. We're married." "No," I said calmly. "We were a transaction. You failed." I walked past her, the house echoing with the sound of a life closing. The plane lifted off before she called again. I didn't answer. The Alps came into view, sharp, cold, breathtaking. I sat in the villa later that night, the snow falling in silence, feeling something I hadn't felt in a long time. Clarity. Not victory, not triumph. Just the quiet certainty that I had reclaimed my life from people who believed they could carve themselves a throne on my back. I poured a glass of wine, leaned against the balcony rail, and whispered into the cold air. They built their greed on the wrong man. Then I closed the door behind me, leaving every one of them on the other side of the world.